But how will overnight cues impact our own markets? We have our research team joining in to tell you just that, the trade setup, the stocks in the news, and the action from the F&O space as well. So let's start with the F&O space because there will be a lot of action and cues coming in there. Mangalam is joining in with those cues. Good morning, Mangalam, and happy birthday.
Well, thank you so much for that. As far as the markets are concerned, the sell-off continues for the Nifty as well as the Sensex. The broader markets have it even worse. So we'll just keep an eye out on the way the Nifty Next 50 and, the mid-cap index as well as the small-cap index did decline in yesterday's trading session. The market breadth firmly in favor of decliners. Over 10 stocks in the red or just one stock in the green as well. And the GIFT Nifty indicates a sharp downtick at the start as well. And that leads us to the cues that we need to track for today. There was a sharp sell-off on Wall Street overnight as well, over 1% shaved off the frontline indices. The Chinese markets have opened today. Hang Seng is down 5%, but the other indices are higher as well. And then you'll have domestic cues like the Haryana and J&K election results with the RBI policy tomorrow as well. The one imponderable is the FII selling in the cash market. Yesterday too was a near $1 billion worth sell-off, and over the last 5 trading sessions, the average daily sell-off has been close to around 10,000 crores by the FIIs. The good part, however, was the DIIs more than bought the FII selling yesterday, 13,245 crores, telling you that the net institutional flow was on the positive side. The FIIs have been selling lock, stock and barrel index futures as well. Yesterday was no different. Nearly 8,000 crore worth selling out there, 45,000 long contracts being unwound, 72,000 short contracts being added. The question is, is this getting overdone at some point in time or not? Because the FIIs now, they've turned net short in index futures. From the start of the series, where they were around 3.4 lakh contracts on the long side, they've now turned into 35,000 contracts on the short side. Long exposure has fallen from 81% to about 47% itself, making the FII net short by about 53%. So that table comes up for you. The important part, however, is in the very near term, the locals have a pulse of the market a lot better. And out there, we've seen the clients, the HNIs, actually buy all the FII selling. Their long exposure has increased from 37% to 58%, and net longs have increased to 1.15 lakh contracts as well. And finally, the put-call ratio for October is 0.58 to be precise. Usually, we see the market, bottom out for the near term and see a bit of a bounce as soon as the put-call ratio nears that 0.6, 0.7, 0.65 mark. We're at all oversold levels with the GIFT Nifty indicating a 100-point downtick. Let's see whether we see a bit of a bounce in today's trading session.
Okay, so it'll be crucial to watch out for the levels today. Thank you so much, Mangalam, for joining in with that. Let's talk about all the market cues. Winnie is joining in with that setup. Good morning, Winnie.
Good morning, Sonal. And what we'll watch out for, like Mangalam was also mentioning, that we've seen that Nifty see a fall as well, 6 consecutive day of fall for the Nifty. Volatility index that yesterday actually nearly rose to 7%, which crossed that 15 mark for the volatility index as the India week. So keep an eye out on that. What is the trend today? We are surely going to be keeping a close eye on that, because when you're looking at it, the FIIs they continue to sell for the 6th consecutive day. So that is important in terms of a number. If FIIs continue to sell, what are we watching out for on that front? Even though yesterday DIs managed to buy more than the FIIs what they sold in terms of a number, keep a close eye on that. Top losers yesterday, what we saw in the Nifty 50 also came in from some of the Adani names. Adani group stocks clearly saw some bit of a selling. Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports, that was down 3 to 4%. We've seen NTPC, BEL, SPI and HDFC also among those losers in the last few trading sessions. Important cues to watch out for. Global market, what we're seeing from the Wall Street, a bit of a weakish handover that we're seeing. Wall Street had seen a bit of a fall. So whether you look at Dow Jones, Nasdaq, that ended in the red. Oil prices, they have also seen an increase overnight. So keep an eye out on that and how they impact companies that are using crude derivatives. So important to watch out for that. Chinese market, they have reopened today. Any moves in terms of Chinese market is a key factor to watch out for. Nifty implied open, GIFT Nifty as of now indicating a bit of a red start for the Indian market. So key to watch out for that.
All right, thank you so much for that, Winnie. Let's talk about all the stocks that will be on our radar today. Vamakshi has that list. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Sonal. Let me first start off with a couple of Q2 updates. The first one coming in from Nykaa. They saw a net revenue growth of mid-20s in the second quarter. Fashion consumption, however, was subdued. However, the company expects to see gradual recovery in the second half on account of the festive season as well as the wedding season. Soba too reported its Q2 operational update, wherein the total sales value was down nearly 37% sequentially and was down nearly 32% on a YOY basis. The average price realization, even though was down 20% sequentially, was up nearly 24% on a YOY basis. Moil has registered the best September production and sales, and in fact has achieved a 7% production growth during April to September 2024. Apart from that, keep an eye out on HDFC Bank. The board has approved sale of 100% stake in HDFC Education to Vama Sundari for 192 crores. High-Tech Pipes Limited has launched a QIP with a floor price of 194.98 rupees per share. Bharat Electronics has received an orders worth more than 500 crores, and now with this order coming in, the accumulated orders total 7,689 crores. Nuvoco Vistas has secured key limestone blocks in Rajasthan. The blocks have limestone resources estimated at 28.43 million tons. Heidelberg Cement has clarified on the news article which appeared yesterday about Adani eyeing a 10,000 crore buyback. The company says that they are unaware about any such development. Purvankara has bought 3-acre 4 guntas of land parcel in North Bangalore to develop a residential project. And finally, let's focus in on HEG. They've acquired an 8.23% stake in Graftech International for 249 odd crores.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that, Vamakshi. This is our Power Prep segment. Thank you guys for joining in today.